Greetings everyone and welcome back to Thea the Awakening, where our current group of voyagers are out and about. They've got a fair few turns left to move. They've got lots of food, they've got a lot of fuel. They're starting to get close towards their carrying capacity though, which is none too great. Now, one turn from now, we are going to be producing some very nice armor. 3 turns from now, and then we'll move on to some swords, and indeed onto some other odds and sods a little bit later. So we've got a bit of time. Now, in terms of resources that we've got available to us, we've got a few different types of woods. Elven, dark. We've got silk as well. We have got actually a lot of silk, to be honest with you. We probably want to start looking towards getting monster bone soon. We've also got furred leather. We've got a good number of things here and there, hither and yon. So we're doing okay for resources at the moment, certainly. Now then, can we make our way all the way over to the cosmic tree? I should imagine we could, yes. Yeah, let's go ahead and start following this quest line.
You finally find what must have been the grove from the map, although there is little left but some stones and dirt here. And yet, among the rubble stands a single tree, still green and thriving despite it all. When you approach, the tree opens its eyes and stares at you.
A tree with eyes, attack! No. Hi there. We're searching for an elf that may have passed through here a long time ago, looking for answers to the darkness.
The tree blinks at you several times before moving its branches around, as if it was shifting in its place. Slowly, it begins talking.
What is this elf thing you speak of? And how long is long ago? An eon? 2?
Well, that's a fair point. Well, an elf is kind of like a human, but with pointy ears and really pretty, and long ago was probably around 100 years.
I see. The children of Thea, you mean? Pretty young things, to be sure. In the old days, there used to be many in my grove.
The tree looks around, as if for the first time, and you see its face twisting and its eyes growing larger.
My grove? Where is my grove? Where are all my charges? What have you done with them?
Okay, so hey, calm down. We didn't do anything. Your grove must have died during the long night. Or, it's okay. Thea has been cursed with 100 years of darkness. Your grove must have perished during that time.
Oh, right. My apologies.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
That wretched cold night. It was rather unpleasant. Still, it was not it. It was a brother of mine. He took my herd. I tell you what, I will tell you all about the elven child you speak of, the one seeking to cure us from darkness, but only if you hunt down and kill my brother, and bring me the remains of his flock.
Wow. Your brother?
You fleshy creatures oft call us Lishi, demons you say we are. And in all fairness, that description is wise.
Okay.
We are guardians of the forest, sons of the Silver Mother, and shepherds. My brother is thus, like me, a Lishi, but he is also a thieving wretch. He stole my flock from under me. Mad I am, he said. Mad and corrupted by the dark. Bah! Only because I did not think as he did. I did not seek to kill the so-called creatures of the dark. No matter. What does matter is that I need his wooden carcass and that of his flock so that I may regrow this grove, and it is my business why.
I mean, fine, but how do I know you even have the information I seek?
I have what you seek right here.
The tree crackles, the earth beneath it shakes a bit, and from the roots it brings out an elf. The elf is covered in soil and motionless, but he still breathes.
This young man refused my pleas also, but we seem to have reached an impasse. He will not die, and yet I am not inclined to let him go. But if you do the deed, I shall free him.
A 5-skull fight is not something that we're looking for right now. There is a creature and we'll be back. Okay, let's do this.
How splendid. I'll have cast a spell upon you that will guide you to the traitor's hideout. Do watch yourselves. He is likely to have many allies. Now off you go.
Right, get your brother and bring you his remains. A little bit macabre, to be sure, but alright. Alright, the cosmic tree all the way... Oh, really? All the way back there? Man, that's a long way ways, you know. Super long way ways, but okay. Right, what have we got here before we jump into it? 3 wolves. That will be remarkably easy for us. Hunting will be fine. Let's go to hunting. Begin combat. It's been a little while, but that is fine. Player's turn. Marvellous. I will... I've only got 1 good hunt. Drat! But we've got enough people. Pretty much everyone has a bow, so everyone more or less can buff my allies to the point that they're just gonna wallop the living daylights out of anything. Let's go ahead and give. Have I got a first action enough to get anyone forward? Yeah, I do. All right. Let's get. Sure. We will increase your damage significantly. It's fine. Then we're going to send you forward. Then we're going to increase your damage significantly. And then we are... You've got a... Well, you will heal a little bit, so I'll give you the ability to do that. And yeah, we'll just buff you up. And there we go. It was nice that we were not in a position where that spear attack was able to hit us. But there we go. We've taken out everyone who could attack us. So it's really not an issue for us right now. But we've taken out the 2 ones that could attack on the first turn, that is. There we go. An axe. No, not particularly useful. We're going to get rid of you straight away. We'll take the meat. Thank you very much. There we go. And we will not be able to get down there, unfortunately. So we're going to pitch camp. Got a few odds and sods around that we could dig into. We will be able to get that all in one go. That's not too bad. There's no real point to me adding anyone else to these queues, but it does mean that we're not going to get a warning saying that people had no job, which does irritate me a little bit. So there we are. Let's pass a turn. Snakes aren't really... They're not really in the mood, to be honest. So we've got a little bit of fur leather and got some more quartz from our well. Very nice indeed. But that's it. We're going to break camp there. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these snakes. I'm actually going to fight 7 whooped snakes. It's going to be a tricky one, but it shouldn't be that much of a worry for me. There we are. We'll take you out straight away. And Obsidian Mist, you can go down. There we go. And take you out, or almost, at the very least. Sure, let's get Shan in, and I'm nobody. Oh. Alright, now you tricky devil you. That has caused a little bit of an issue. We can use this confuse there. You've been sent to the front. Doesn't matter, because we're going to confuse you. Really doesn't matter what happens now. We have basically already won. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the last couple of turns to bulk us up. We are not going to take a single bit of damage in this fight. No matter which direction we attack there, we're going to wipe them out. There we are. And... glorious. Very well done indeed. Not necessarily a bad one, but not a good one either, so we're going to get rid of that. Right, next up, we've got enough turns to get over to the smithy. Now, this was a quest that we picked up a long time ago. Very long time ago.
As you approach the place shown by the dwarf, you see a girl sitting on a large rock, frantically looking out into the distance.
To be fair, the dwarf must be wondering whatever happened to us, but okay.
When she sees you, she runs over without a second thought for her own safety, and speaks with a voice so soft and melodic, you cannot help but listen. You look, well, I guess you look like, You can handle some ruffians, right?
I suppose we could handle some if needs be. What is the matter?
I had 4 children, my nieces and nephews, yes. I was going to take them home, and I was set upon by a band of orcs. They took the poor little ones. Oh, what will I do now?
You had 4 children? On your own? Out here? Why?
I was on my way home. It's not too far from here, and we thought we were safe. Now there is no time to chat. We must find them now, and I would help, only I am so weak. These orc brutes have surely harmed my little ones. Oh, please help.
Fine, I'll go and find them, but only if you agree to go on a date with a dwarf afterwards. I mean, well, I'm only really here to talk about Bodan, but, well, yeah, we'll introduce Bodan.
Oh, for Mokosh's sake, what are you on about?
Well, you see, I know you've got little ones in danger, but he really wants to date you.
Go out with the dwarf? What are you talking about? There are children at stake here.
Yeah, the quicker you say yes, the quicker I will go.
Yes,
Wow,
yes,
that's
I will
harsh.
do as you say. You must go now. I will mark on your map where I last saw them. Hurry.
All right, then. Take off and chase after the orcs. Now, you may notice, from my tone, I'm not exactly in a rush to do this one. There's a reason for that. Sometimes, foreknowledge does kind of spoil some of the quests, I'll be honest with you. We've got some spiders there. How many, though? 7. No, we're not gonna tangle with them. We're gonna go straight for a hunting quest. There'll be 4 hunting, which we'll easily manage. Sure, let's get Bubbles in there. And further to that, we're going to buff Bubbles considerably. There we are. And next up, I am going to confuse... oh, that's counter-offensive. It's because in a fighting challenge, stealth is confusion, of course. But that's fine, okay. Let's get you in. And... I mean, well, we don't really have anyone else to add here, so I'm just going to stack up your attacks, really. You should be able to just wipe out whatever you attack at this point. We really didn't need to get Kenneth any more powerful. Kenneth already was. It would be silly, but... Oh, well. Thank you very much, Kenneth. Thank you indeed. They'll do a little bit of damage to Bubbles, but it's not a challenge where Bubbles is actually going to be in any physical danger. No, we're going to get rid of that. But you are very nice. Good, take the loot. Track down the prey and lead it right to the trap. Some of the pack could have gone away, but it's your win. Indeed it is. Now, let's have a quick look here then. Who would like that? You've already got 2 folklore and some gathering. I'm not changing that for a ring. No. Who else around here has... you've already got quite a lot of folklore. Only 1 gathering, though. Kenneth, perhaps you would like it? Yeah, sure. I'll give you a big old chunk to your gathering there. That's actually going to work out quite nicely. Quite nicely indeed. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more of that, but that's fine. Right, we could head down into the city ruins, and I am inclined to do so for now.
You arrive at the spot marked by your ranger and discover a girl sitting on a rock, surrounded by unprecedented greenery and exotic flowers. She looks perfectly ordinary, if it wasn't for the fact that she is sitting here on her own, like a perfectly posed statue of perfection. You find yourself staring for a long while before you're able to think for yourself again.
Perfectly posed statue of perfection. Now, this is, of course, the water spirit, where long ago our settlement was poisoned by a fouled well. We already fixed that problem, but we still had the quest. Forgive my mundane rambling, my lady, but your beauty struck me dumb as an ox.
The girl does not move an inch, but her eyes turn in your direction and her gaze melts your heart. Her voice sings in your head. Flatterer, but such words seldom come without a prize in mind, so what is yours, stranger?
Speaking to you is a prize in itself.
The woman does not respond, but waits for you to continue.
My dear lady, I wish I could stand here and gaze upon you for eternity. Alas, I cannot. My people have fallen gravely ill as our waters have been cursed with filth. Your beauty tells me that you are a creature of great power, and so I humbly ask, nay, I beg for your aid.
The girl looks at you for a time, and you could swear she smiles, or maybe you just wish she did. She then moves her finger ever so slightly to beckon you towards her.
Go to her.
You get closer to the enchanting lady, and a warm light washes over you. A brave soul, I like it. We shall play a game, and if you win, I shall grant your wish.
What if we lose?
She smiles, the sweetest smile that melts your hearts again.
Okay, so what's the game?
The game is simple, my darlings. See that stone over the ridge? You now see an identical rock with an identical woman sitting on it, and a ridge that you swear was not there. If you can approach my sister and take her hair from her head without her noticing you, I shall grant your request. Beware. While I was once a siren, the mistress of the winds and the waters, my sister was Alkonost. A sinister streak runs in her veins, even as we dwell here as mere spirits.
We could just leave. Bidding or no, we wouldn't say that anyway, but... okay, we shall try your game.
Turn to the other spirit and try to approach her unnoticed.
Okay, start a sneaking challenge. 2 skull. We may be able to do okay with this. We've got a decent amount of sneaking, but... Okay, opponent's turn. Let's have a look at your cards. That's not so bad, actually. We'll get... Oxherd first, since you can take quite a pounding. You've got a lot of health. A lot of health. I would like... Well, got quite a lot of first actions, actually. But none particularly strong. I'll be honest with you. I could confuse. I don't have a sufficiently high confuse, though. I'm going to confuse you. No, I could actually confuse everyone. What a terrible one, that. I'm nobody. I'm going to first action you instead of using confuse. I will shield. Then another shield, please. And finally, there we go. We should be able to win this with relative ease. That eyeball is terrifying, my lord. Why? And there we go. And with that, we win.
You sneak up on the mysterious woman and snatch a single strand of her hair.
Oh dear.
When you return to the siren, she is gone. But the hair you hold glows with a faded bluish light, like water. You feel the poison drained from your bodies, but alas, a curse falls upon some of you instead.
Well, I mean, that's kind of wretched. You've been cursed, and you receive a grave wound that will not heal until the dark magic is removed. Well, Fitz, that does actually suck. To be perfectly honest, that is genuinely bad. Let's go and have a look at you, Fitz. Oof. Still, you got enough health to be able to manage it, so it's not the most awful thing in the universe, but we're going to have to go to the Geodi. That wasn't something I was hoping for, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Not even slightly. Alright, well, we're going to have to just pass the turn. But there's an enemy up there that I'm wary of. What have we got? Goblin Bull Rider and 3 Goblin Warriors. I can't let you linger around Dapperdell. I need to get rid of you. Got enough time to make a bit of a wander this turn and perhaps even the next. We've got some interesting items over here. We've got quite a lot of food, so sure, we're going to pitch camp. Now this will not heal. Fitz cannot heal through that wound. No matter what we do, that's not going anywhere. But we can gather a hefty amount of exotic fruit, which I wouldn't mind at all. We don't really have enough there to do anything reasonable with it, but no, we'll drop a couple people down. See if we can't get that. No, not even close. Not even close. Well, I mean, that's actually a lie. Quite close, as it happens. I mean, see. No, I think that's going to be the best way for us. Okay, what did we get? We got some elven wood this time. Alright. We are, in fact, still waiting, and I believe on the next turn we get our prize, which will almost certainly come with a new research as well.
Your scouts report something of interest nearby and mark it on your maps. Your scouts spot a very unusual landmark in the distance. A statue made entirely out of silver.
Oh dear.
It is likely that some danger may lurk there, as no one has looted it yet. But it is a lot of silver up for the taking.
Silver, yeah, that's really good against monsters. Worth checking out. Well, actually, that's a good point. That is actually a very good point. But yeah, there's a reason why it's still there, I fancy. We have completed our research, but as I was saying, I really feel that we need to start looking into some of the better items. So we could either go for granite, might not be a terrible one, but I'm thinking monster bone. So yes, monster bone it is. Now, if we wanted that, you might be wanting 3. Yes, dragon bone. That's the reason for that one. It is fantastically good. Really, really good. But enchanted bone would be just as nice. But we need the monster bone. Where is that? Ah, it's quite far away, actually. Yeah, it's very far away. Any other sites? Nope, that is the only one. Well, that's a bit of an issue. It's past the Icy Prince. Oh, of course. Really, it's under the Unliving Nest. Well, plop. In no uncertain terms. Got some fish. It's a very small consolation. Right. Well, let's go and have a quick look at this glorious thing. +4 magic. 15 armor, 4 magic, 1 dexterity. It's a fairly weighty one, but who do we have? Right. You have some magic right there. But yeah, you're not going to be able to equip that. A shame. A shame. You've got 4. And we'd have to drop 100 though to get that. As for you, we'd only have to drop. Well, yeah, we'd have to drop 100 as well. Such a good piece of equipment though. I could give it to you, and you'd at least have full magic. I mean, there are worse things that we could do there. It's arguably better armor, well, equivalent armor. It doesn't have the shielding though, but it's still not a bad one, realistically speaking. So I'm fairly happy with that. Right, okay. Someone didn't do any work. That is fine. Okay, time for you guys to break camp. So let's break camp and off to find the orcs.
You thought you were sneaking up on the band of orcs, but as you lay there observing, a female voice speaks behind you.
So, the demoness sent some minions. I am surprised that you should serve her kind.
Wait, what? The other one's kidnapping kids, right?
Surely you know that Rusalka is a devious temptress, always seeking to deceive and bait the living. Children are a favoured prey among the demon kind. We've learned this the hard way during the long night.
Yes, we've heard of Rusalka before, and yeah, this one seems very sincere in her pleas. Yes, we've heard about Rusalka, but how do we know that woman was one? Well, we know she was one. We'll go with the first one.
Real pretty, long black hair, looks kind of wet all the time. Her voice is all sweetness, and yet she's on her lonesome, out here, wearing nothing but a skimpy dress to barely cover her bosom. Sounds about right? You ever wonder how something that fragile wasn't even a tad scared of you?
Okay, now you mention it, it must have been a Rusalka. Oh, we know it's a Rusalka. Well, you know, we knew she's a demon of sorts, just not which one.
Well, there you have it. So what now? We're not giving you the little ones, they're coming home with us.
Are they orc children?
Why? Does it make a difference?
Not really.
You think we kidnapped them, but if they're orcs, then whatever.
Nope, just if they're orcs, then maybe they're yours to begin with. Oh no, well, I was just curious if they're from your village, maybe.
They are neither. One is either a very ugly human or a wee goblin, but in any case, I ask again, what of it?
Now, we've got a couple of options here. Enough talk, give them back or fight. It's not a difficult fight. Oh, fine, just take them. Or, these kids don't belong to you and we need them. Or, well, if they're not yours, we think we can take better care of them, so give them to us. We're going to go with this one. An orc witch, an orc fighter, and a rabid bear. These two, not an issue. In a fight, the orc witch would have been somewhat difficult. The bear, also. The orc fighter, so-so. I mean, honestly, Oxherd would be able to just ruffle stomp most of them, but it's whether Oxherd would be on the right side, which here he wasn't. So you do right. Okay, we are in a very good position here. The fact that they did not lead with the the orc which wasn't on the combat deck is brilliant because the bear can do nothing. It will drink some of our attacks, but that's not particularly a big issue for us. Right, Kichikun, let's get you down. Let's have a look then. Yeah, no chance. You would actually just take the orc fighter out. We can... No, we haven't got... Well, we've got confused on the bear, but it's just completely pointless. I could give you a shield. I could support you, or I could first action. I could support you. Sure, let's get you stacked up with a bit more damage. I could get Kiji forward. We can... Well, you go ahead. And we'll get you worked up a little bit more and then sent forward as well. Between the two of you, you're going to take it out. There you go. Only just, mind you, but that's what the poison is there for.
I suppose it may be better for those little ones to live among other softies. My clan is hardened and always on the move. It would not be an easy life for them. Here, take them. But if I ever hear harm came to them, I swear on my honour you will be punished. Also, I'll give you some red ribbon. It wards off many demons, and the one you met is particularly scared of it, so take it to keep the little ones safe.
With these words, the orc female saluted you and stepped back into the shadows, while her men brought forth 4 children and some red string.
Okay, so there we are. We've got some red ribbon. It is going to be important for demons, as there are a couple of things like poppy seeds, red ribbon. There's not many events that will ever make use of them, but when they do, if you happen to have them, they are basically an auto-win button. Ripsung, gain some speech, and Bubbles, both of them gain speech. Take the children and the red ribbon, then leave to find the Rusalka. We could head down there, but we're not going to. We're going to head up here instead. And we could get another bit of gathering, I suppose. Let's go ahead. You're so good at this now. Right, Bubbles, let's get you working a little bit there. We only need a tiny bit of help over here. And there we are. Alright, I think that will do there. And with that, we're going to move to the next turn. A little bit concerned now. In fact, more than a little, I'll be honest. Alright, let's have a look. Some more Elvenwood. It's fine. We'll break camp there. And we'll go and deal with the Rusalka.
As you approach the place shown by the dwarf, you see a girl sitting on a large rock, frantically looking out into the distance.
Approach.
The Rusalka smiles at you, and for a moment, all you feel like doing is staring at her. Then, you remember your purpose.
I have the children, but what are you going to do with them?
Worry not, I am not Baba Yaga, nor the Lady Midday to feast on child flesh. I merely take these young ones so that they may join me and my sisters and be young and beautiful forever.
No, I don't think so.
The Rusalka looks at you with anger. Her eyes begin to turn red and her skin whiter, but then she spots the red string and shrieks back.
Damn that orcish bitch! She gave you the ribbons, did she? Ah, what will I do now? My sisters will kill me for this failure. But if I attack, you'll kill me. Damn, damn.
She no longer seems to notice you as she talks to herself.
Listen, you. I will let you live if you agree to go out with the dwarf. Oh my god. It feels so wrong. But it is wrong, that's why it feels wrong.
And for a few seconds you see no comprehension on her face. And then she finally nods and speaks. Her voice is sweet and innocent once more. The dwarf, yes, of course. You give him the red ribbons and tell him to burn it in his furnace, and that on the next day I will come. I swear this by my soul. Here, have a lock of my hair to seal the bargain. You feel a strong conviction in her voice, but who knows?
Fine, it's a deal. You leave the creature behind. Who knows, maybe they will actually get on. Or maybe she's just going to eat him. This is what you get. But we're going to move onwards.
You are ambushed.
No, really?
A group of thugs stands in your way.
Well,
carrying
scallywags.
Weapons and vile grins on their unshaven faces. They look determined and unafraid. From their confident stance and sideways glances, you suspect they may have friends hiding nearby. One of them steps forwards and speaks.
Your goods or your lives. We need some metals and a weapon or two. We're not too greedy. We can do this the easy way, or, well, you know the rest.
We've used that line before. Alright, Just keep our heads cool. We will leave you our stuff and be on our way. No one needs to be hurt. Or we can go, we'll not surrender to the likes of you, scum. Losing resources is not an option. Attack! Or, right, can we not talk this out? Try to reason with the bandits? Or, oh, what mighty swords you have there. Try to flirt with the bandits. If you're playing Lady with the goddess Lady Ladder, this goes in a very interesting direction. But, no. We will ruffle stomp you. 1 bandit captain, 3 bandit fighters, 2 bandit shooters. You really don't know how to pick your fights. You fools. Okay, we are going to lead with Obsidian Mist, sure. Okay. Now, what I would like next is Obsidian Mist to be able to utterly annihilate them, but... Well, got 2 cards here. If I bump this up, you'll be up to 31. And I've got a lot of first actions, actually. I might be better off just getting everyone else into the front. We have literally got enough to get everyone to the front. But that does cost us everyone. Not exactly the best deal. Instead, we'll just take you out. Let's get you in the fight. Okay, well, you're now so dangerous, I cannot afford to let you live. So, with that in mind, yeah, go forward. Between the 2 of you, you'll take it out. Next up, Kenneth. With your shield, you should be okay against... Oh, Track Diamond Blast. Okay. Next up, I guess, is going to be Fitz. Who's going next? Okay, you've actually played that one. You tried to get rid of someone, but it didn't work. None of our cards were available for you to remove. And there we go. Now the thing between you 2, you're going to take that one down, and Obsidian Mist will be able to wallop that one with just a regular hammer blow. But just in case. Buff you up. Now, getting the trampling weapon with a higher damage is generally a better move there, in my opinion. There we go. And down we go. That was super easy.
You beat the bandits. They scamper away with broken noses and bruised egos. Some will never leave this place.
Wow.
You search their equipment and gather up what remains useful.
Right, we're going to get rid of those straight away because I can tell they're not going to be particularly useful. But that wasn't a bad engagement for us, all things considered. But I think that's where we're going to be wrapping up today's episode. I really do hope you've enjoyed. In the next, we're going to have to do something about you. And also, go drop off a quest at the smithy. And eventually, go over to the Ziodi to get Fitz's curse removed. Where we go from there, anyone's guess. I am tempted to take this group down to the Unliving Nest. Maybe pick up some of the new weapons that we're making. Maybe even drop off some materials to that end. We can also do the Icy Princess quest. We've got a lot of options from there. A lot of quests, but a lot of the stuff... Like, if we want to continue down the Cosmic Tree route, we've got to be all the way over there. That's a long ways away. We'll see how that goes in the next episode, though. But that's it from me. I really do hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.